Okay, we are live.
Hey, welcome everybody to Hacks Chats. Welcome to Hack Shack Studios South. We are in front of the computer. This is what we call Hack Shack South. So this is where all the computer stuff and work takes place. I'm RT Bear. I'm creator of Black and White, and I'm working on that with Indiegogo right now. And as a writer, partner, studio mate is Taylor Grosso.
Hi, everybody. I'll be your voice. If you want to join the conversation, chat us up, hang out with us in the chat, I will read your messages.
Yeah, chat it up. Chat it up, people. Yeah. So what we thought we would do today is, well, just to back up, it's a very rainy day here in Southern California. Unseasonably rainy, so everybody's losing their minds. We actually had some thunder. We had it live on Kiss Corner.
Yeah, if you guys watch Kiss Corner, there's a point where the thunder is so loud, people in the chat described it as like a pot or a pan being slapped together.
It was weird because I never heard thunder like that because your mic picked up the thunder, so I heard it directly through my ears. So it was really weird. Did you the same?
No, I didn't notice it because it was so loud where I was anyway. It might have doubled it up.
Yeah, it was weird because it was thunder right into my brain.
Chat says there's snow up in Ohio right now, so I guess we should count ourselves lucky.
Yeah, it's a little cold here, but to be honest, it doesn't take much to have SoCal lose their minds as far as rain and cold. Yeah, any variation, people panic.
It's too much.
Yeah, but we're actually thankful for it because we need rain. Although Taylor isn't right now because she has a weekend of craziness in the environment.
Yeah, I'm going up north for a wedding, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. An outdoor wedding?
Yes, it is. I was trying to keep it a little mum, but in the person who's getting weddings, Infinite Genius, it is outdoors in like a national park, so we will see. We'll see how this goes.
Well, usually Northern California is a little colder and a little wetter than it is in Southern California.
Especially
so
now.
I will hope for the best for you guys.
Thank you.
And the lucky couple. Yeah.
That's a nice way to put it.
It will be, the nuptials will never be forgotten as the rain and thunder. And because also it's like Big Sur, right? So it's going to be cliffside.
It's somewhere near Big Sur, so yeah, I have no idea if it's going to be cliffside, but I assume.
Man.
Yeah, I know.
There's going to be no shelter for you guys. Bring your umbrella, bring a couple.
It's going to be wonderful.
Yeah, bring a big one. A really big umbrella.
It's going to make for great photos.
Yeah. Oh my God. Everybody running from the lightning and thunder.
Umbrellas.
Umbrellas collapsing because of the winds. People slipping off the cliff.
I'll take
holding
pictures,
for their lives.
That's for sure.
It'll be a memorable YouTube video for sure. Yeah. So, yes. Yeah, what we've thought, because we've been talking about it for a couple, like the last couple chats, about what is remastering. We've had some DMs and some messages about like, well, what really is the remastering and what is the process here? So we thought we would try to illustrate it because we've mentioned it and we've typed it out and stuff like that. But I think seeing is the biggest educator here. What do you think, Taylor?
Yeah, I think it's a kind of a hard process to explain because not a lot of people. Not that this is like completely unheard of, but this isn't a common practice, I guess. So we kind of have to show you to really fully explain it.
I don't think very many people have the love for a past creation as I and we do. I think Ethan Van Sciver does with his Cyberfrog because that's his early 90s creation. So this is my early 90s creation as well. So after 25 years bringing it back out, this is a dream come true. So this is the original page, right? This is the original scan, Taylor?
The very original, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I think there's minor, I don't know if there's cleanups on this or not. Maybe very minor ones.
Yeah, if there are, they're got to be very minor because you can still, I don't know if you can see it with the camera, but this is where the word balloons were and sound effects. So you can see a little discoloration.
Yeah, that's all old adhesive, right?
Yeah, it's the old glue for the word balloons. This book is so old that it was actually not lettered on the board, but it was, I guess, printed out. Like it was digitally done, but then they printed the lettering out and then pasted it on the original artwork, which I don't think that practice is done at all anymore. I think it's all digital. So yeah, this is the original 94 version. And it might be, we might have darkened the line work up a little bit.
But that's about it.
But there's no cleanups here. So then what we do is we scanned all the original 1994 artwork, which is what this is that you're looking at. And then we kind of creatively, we rewrite the page and we figure out like what we want the new story to say. And so then we kind of evaluate if the artwork is still representing the new dialogue and the new ideas. So some of it changes very little, and some of it changes, gosh, it couldn't change anymore. It's like, you know, all new artwork. And so this is one of those hybrids of old and new. So
that's why it's like the perfect example.
I think so, yeah. And so, boom, this is a little thumbnail. Keep in mind, you guys, it was like this big, so it looks a little rough. So then this is a patch for the Reed Blackett, aka Black figure, that was in the other panel, because it didn't really serve the story as much anymore with the new writing, and quite frankly, I can draw better now than I could 25 years ago. So I believe this figure is drawn a lot better than the other one. So then it starts with the thumbnail idea, and then Taylor and I, you know, we talk about the thumbnails. Like, does this represent it? Is this what, you know, the new story, you know, with the feel of it and the emotion of it? And so we signed off on the doodle. So then it goes to more of a finished pencil look. So then this is obviously the same pose, but it's tightened up on in pencils. So wow, that is really clean.
It is. Look at it. That's a good pencil scan. I don't know if you cleaned it digitally, if it really was that clean.
I don't think I did.
It almost looks digital, but that is traditional pencils.
Yeah, this is a scan from the original pencils. So yeah, so then it goes from here, and then I bring it over to inks.
Look at those nice ink effects.
Actually, this looks a little distorted. That's weird. Is it?
Oh, it looks low res. I wonder if this was the one for posting?
Maybe. Yeah, it looks a little low res. So we gave you a good low res image to look at.
The Sexy Farmer book, the Sexy Farmer comic book geek from hell says, wow, big difference between the thumbnail to here.
Thank you, Geeky Farmer. Is that...
The Sexy Farmer.
The Sexy Farmer. But wasn't there a geek in there too?
Well, Sexy Farmer, comic book geek from hell.
Oh, okay.
We'll stick to Sexy Farmer.
Yeah, Sexy Farmer. I like that. So, yeah, so this is the figure all inked up, and you'll get to see how this came into the colors. It's, God, I can't wait to show you guys. This is so cool, the way the colors blended with this. Our colorist, he's nothing short of amazing, and he takes artistic direction very well.
I almost said liberties, but that was not the right word.
Well, he kind of did take it into a little bit of a different direction based on our notes, but you can see like he's kneeling. So when you guys see the finished product, don't think that he's like standing inside the ground, because he's on his knees.
He's kind of getting up.
Yeah, I think, yeah, see, you can see his foot, so the perspective all works in the finished product. So there's this, and if I flipped it, this is the background that I redid too. It'll go this way. It's sideways. So these are both patches, one for the figure and one for the foreground. For the foreground background. That sounds weird.
You'll see what we mean when you see the final. It'll make sense.
Yeah, so
there it is.
Here it is. Let's hope this is high res. So when I blow it up, yeah, it's good. So you can see this is a little bit different. It's tightened up. There's some effects, some more tattered effects and things. The lines are redrawn a little bit. One of the things that Taylor and I both do, but she's kind of taken the reins on this, is she'll come in and she'll put more of a uniform line around all the figures and things. So it really cleans it up and solidifies the shapes. Where in the 80s and 90s, there was more of a thick to thin variation. The new style, more contemporary, is less thin and thick and more kind of a uniform line.
Never Cold says it looks high res and high T. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So, yeah, so you can see the backgrounds have all been reworked, and the patch has been put in place with the figure. And you can see how I simplified all the background here. And so you can kind of see how the mist would start working. You can see some of it's inked where I wanted it, and some of it's just really simplified. And so you can see it kind of pulling around here and a little bit in the foreground too. So this is a combination of fingerprint, digital, and spattering with the toothbrush. So some of these effects are achieved in those various ways.
Sheldon says, oh, so that's what you mean by patches. Yeah, if you guys have been watching a lot of the live stream, art has been, we talked about last time, it's kind of like watching a making of, because I think they've seen you work on this patch from start to finish.
I think so.
Yeah, so this is what we mean talking about patches, because it was a patch that was put into the, and this, you know, the original's background has changed a lot. Like, there's also the patch, as you showed, at the bottom, but yeah, they're just a comparison from beginning and...
So that's the original, and this is the new. So this will kind of give you an example of the level of remastering and quality that we're doing. I mean, gosh, I'm so proud of this. Look at this.
But yes, we weren't making literal patches. This is the kind of patch that we
Although there is a patch in the Indiegogo campaign.
There is. If you back, then you get the Yin Yang Target logo as a patch.
Yeah, Kayla designed that. She did a wonderful job with that. So
if you're
that's
into
really
patches. Cool. It looks awesome, says TC. And Nick says it looks fantastic.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Yeah, so that kind of gives you an idea of the remastering with the line work. So one of the things that it wasn't really working, one, the perspective is really off on this, but two, the figure in the foreground stuff wasn't working with the dialogue. So we kind of wanted to keep it more of a moment between the two, between Brooks Gray and Reed Blackett, aka Black. So I think, you know, we pared it down to, it feels more like it's an intimate moment between these two, or they're having a moment between the two, and he's turned more towards him, less towards the reader. So I think it's way more successful, and the dialogue, it works better with the dialogue as well. So hopefully this is the right tab here. Ooh. So this is still work in progress, but I was so happy with this. I wanted to show you guys. We just got this back the other day.
This is fresh.
Fresh. Certified fresh. Who says that?
Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes. Certified fresh. Yeah. So you can see before, after.
Damn.
Before,
says Never Cold.
After. So you can see how he took some of these the smoke things that I inked in, and then he kind of just kept the theme going on the ground. So the whole ground is smoke filled, which is exactly what I wanted. He nailed it. And then the page before this, there's an alarm that's triggered. So there's a red light. So the battle that he has with these guards, that Black has with the guards, is all bathed in red light. So one of the reasons why this is all red is because it's a carryover from the previous scenes. And so we have some red theming going on here to tie it into the previous page. So I'm real happy with this. This is really cool.
Yeah, it was it was, as the chat was talking about, we had a long time coming finding this colorist, but
Oh yeah. Oh, they
it
just
was
mentioned
worth
that
it.
again.
Yeah.
21 colorists or whatever the heck it was.
And I'm
Yeah.
glad that you guys dig this piece because it is we like it, and we're glad that you like it too.
Yeah, there's the red coming around. It's so awesome.
Never Cold says, goes to show how important the colorist is. Looks amazing.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I'm gonna blow this up. Hopefully it doesn't break up so you can see. But look, he's all like dirty and grungy from the blast. So there's all this texture and stuff.
Cool little subtleties.
Yeah, it's really nice. And the way that it's picking up some of the light from outside here, very cool. And the car, these are cannons from the car, so they're cooling down. And so the cannons from the car are what created this blast right here. So Brooks Gray, the great sidekick that he is helping Reed make his escape from overwhelming odds. Right, Taylor?
And the suit, as you can see, it just took the full brunt of that. So it's got some power. It's got some provides some protection.
Should we maybe say that?
But yeah,
Maybe that's why he doesn't have the same suit on the cover? Maybe, I don't know.
you'll have to read it to find out the full story.
Just gonna have to read it and see how it all comes together. So one thing is, I think we're gonna go with this gun color for the whole gun. So that's one of the work in progress things. And we're gonna have this windshield reflect more of these gold and red colors here. So I think that's the only big change, right?
Yeah, the chat is curious about the dialogue on this page. I wish I had it printed out to read it for you guys. Because Sheldon says, is Brooks apologizing to Black in that scene? And Never Cold says, is the word bubble going to say missed me by that much?
I missed it by that much. Yeah, it used to have like some kind of like like Reed's thing was like I hate guns, just like Indiana Jones's I hate snakes. But I really didn't want this to become kind of an anti-gun propaganda. And Reed does use guns, so we are going to bring. That's going to be some of the updates and some of the changes that we're going to incorporate into it. And I'm just saying here. It's an early spoiler, I guess, for Reed's past. Some of the issues that he has with guns are going to remain, but it's definitely going to tie back into his past and why he's got a distaste for the gun.
Don't worry, Never Cold. He's not one of those.
Oh yeah, this is not anti-gun. I do think that guns are, I think that guns are the single thing that brought us out of the Stone Age. This is my personal thing on guns, so you guys don't think I'm anti-gun, because I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm pro-gun either. I definitely understand why we need guns, and I understand their purpose in society. So to get up on my soapbox, I think that what the gun was the great equalizer in civilization. So before the gun, if you were weak and you couldn't fight very well, or you couldn't master a sword or a bow and arrow or a stick or a rock, you pretty much got your butt kicked. And so if you were weak, and don't take this the wrong way, Taylor, but like women didn't stand too much of a chance because
hey, I know the way of the sword.
Yeah, because of I don't know, just the way that men and women are built. But just think about this, like if all you have to do now is aim something that is lethal force and pull a trigger, then you can get the biggest of the bad to respect you just by sheerly pointing that weapon at them, that they're going to have to treat you differently than they would have before. So that's why I think that the gun is probably the best invention that society has ever come up with, because I do believe that it's the great equalizer in society. And before that, probably most weaker people just trounced upon. They were just probably, you know, eradicated just like flies or anything else that's annoying. So
The chat's with you.
Yeah.
Never Cold says, I hear you, Art.
yeah, that's my soapbox. I don't want to get too off on that, but so I just mainly didn't want to think that this was an anti-gun.
But if you read the original, like you said, the dialogue is like, I hate guns or something. So.
Right, and I think that there were a couple articles, and they were. This is the thing about the press. So when my wife and I did the early like press junkets for Black and White in '94, there were a couple articles where we did mention the guns, but you know how people that are doing interviews and stuff like that, that they can choose to focus on maybe one piece or two pieces of what you said in the entire interview and then make it seem like that's all you talked about. So there is a couple articles, I can't remember in what magazines, but there were some things that were said that seemed like we were big proponents, like anti-gun, but we really aren't. I grew up in a household. My dad had weapons. My dad is a veteran, fought in Korea. So I was never that. So yeah, if you find those interviews, it was definitely skewed a little bit.
I mean, it was the 90s.
It was the 90s. Everybody hated guns in the 90s. Now everybody loves them.
It's a good thing.
Everybody's got a gun these days. So let's just marvel one last time.
Pretty.
Yeah. Yay.
Wait till you guys have this book in your hands. You're going to look at this page and think like, wow, I watched the whole making of it and I helped make it happen.
Yeah. So I just realized, I think this is his second go around. He did something here.
Yeah, it looks a little different.
The leg used to be ghosted right through here.
Uh-oh. Error.
Yeah, now it's like he's turning invisible. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a version prior to this where...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is work in progress, guys. Yeah, the version before this, you could actually see part of the leg and you couldn't see the background behind it.
Dang it, Paria.
Yeah, so don't hold that against me. It will get fixed. I'm glad I noticed that because people are probably silently going, what happened to Reed's leg? It's gone.
Are you going to keep the in-demand store open? I'd like to go back the book, but I have to wait till next payday. As of right now, the book is in demand, and I think we're going to probably, we kind of been talking about this a little bit, Art. I don't want to like make a huge, also I think we were talking about possibly keeping it open till January.
Yeah, sometime in January, definitely after the first of the year. So it'll stay open through December. And we're not sure when in January.
We'll be announcing it when it gets closer.
Yeah, just a projected kind of goal in mind is we're really, really shooting for that 50K. Mm-hmm. And when we reach the 50K, we can give the colorist who took Reed's leg away a bonus.
And today we hit 45K.
Ooh, yeah.
Just today.
A milestone, 45K. Yes, thank you guys for all backing this. So this is going to be a little action, and let me see if I can get my Photoshop chops going here. So what we're going to do is this is a page that I'm going to let Taylor explain this part of it, that we had to basically retemplate all these pages. So go ahead and talk about that.
Okay, so this is kind of strange, but the old image pages are they're slightly different size. I don't really know how to accurately explain it, but the templates that exist now, like for modern comic books, are a little bit more narrow. So whenever they're more narrow, and whenever we scan the old pages, we have to kind of put them into this new modern comic book template, which means that we need to sometimes, they don't fit. They don't fit, all the way around. So we kind of have to reformat them in a way where they fit the new template. And in this case, I think we had to add some art. Did we change the layout more than that? I feel like
you can see part of it because this is still work in progress. So you can see how this panel was originally up here, and then we moved it down, and you can see where some of the old artwork ended and the new artwork, we started putting it in its place. And so over on the side here, you can also see where the old artwork was because it ended here. So you can see that we moved some of it to where it's supposed to be,
Yes.
but not all of it yet. I can hear too as well. And then you can see where the old word balloons were.
Yeah, so we'll have to go through.
At Old Extreme Studios, the letterer on the book was Kurt Hathaway. He's a brilliant letterer. We started working closer together. His office was right across the hall from my office at Extreme Studios. So just to save time, he would start putting the balloon placements even before I started inking. So the idea was that I didn't have to ink past the word balloons, so I could save time. So you can see now that there's no artwork behind the balloons here and here. So that's all going to have to be cleaned up and then redrawn.
Yeah, we've changed the dialogue, so not a lot of the balloon placement will stay on this page. Maybe,
Right.
Maybe the bottom. I don't know.
No, it's all totally it's all totally redone. And then everything on these screens, because some of these subplots with the reporter and stuff aren't there anymore. She might make the cut just as a nod to the original fans of Black and White.
I liked her as a character.
Yeah, so she might stay in. We'll see how we can fit her into the studio. If nothing more than just she'll be mentioned, or she'll have a visual on the screen here. So then we have this last panel here. And can I take some of these patches?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or these things away.
Yeah.
And then maybe it'll make
them.
room for the other. Here we go.
There it is.
So here's the patch. So this is the redone patch for this panel right here. So I redid this. I think I did this live the other day.
Yeah, we had a technical difficulty midway. You inked the whole thing live, but you guys didn't get to see all of it because our stream froze and you guys could hear us, but you couldn't see the continuation.
Yeah, somebody said that a lot of the YouTube streamers were having those same troubles where it was freezing.
Yeah, I guess it was a common thing last night where a lot of people's streams were freezing. I'm glad that you guys could hear us, but it would have been nice for you to see the whole thing.
Yeah, because when I draw, I have to have the camera above me and I can't see the monitor. And so Taylor has a monitor where she's sitting, but she's busy working and reading the chat. So she wasn't glancing up as much either. So
and the feed wasn't cut. The feed was an image of the drawing. It was just, it froze midstream. So if you looked at it at a glance, you'd just think that, like, somebody in the chat thought that they didn't know it froze. They thought that we just took a break or something.
Yeah. So first I duplicate the layer. So let's do that. And so then we go get the patch. Let's see if I can do this and epically not fail live. Okay. So let me...
That's a big one.
Yeah.
It looks all, it looks like a meme where it's just like philosophical.
So, you guys, I am forever in debt to Taylor Grosso because all my Photoshop skills, I teach her like perspective and how to draw and ink and stuff. Well, she already knows a lot of that stuff, but
I teach you perspective literally every day.
And so she teaches me Photoshop, so it's a little bit of a trade-off here. So does that look good? Is that covering
Looks
everything?
pretty lined up. Let's see.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, he's changed a lot.
Yeah, so he's up a little higher in the composition. I don't see any tangents.
Hello, all the new people joining us. And don't forget, you guys, we got about 23 people in the chat right now. We have 15 thumbs up. Please like the video, give us a thumbs up. It definitely helps boost our views and helps out the channel if you guys don't mind.
Well, how many people do we have in the chat?
We got 23.
Well, if each one of those people hit that little bell, right, that'll help out?
Yeah, make sure that you hit the bell for notifications so you know when we go live. We had a few people late to
Oh, I
Kiss.
mean the likes too.
Yeah. We had a few people late to Kiss Corner because apparently they didn't get the bell. I guess that happens a lot on YouTube. So I don't know. Just make sure it's marked.
Yeah, thanks guys. And I think we're at 100
that's right.
subs. Yeah, so we hit a milestone today. So thanks again to everybody who supports this channel.
Never Cold says, I caressed the like and the bell.
Thanks. You can pound it too. You can be aggressive. I don't care.
The bell doesn't care. The bell, it matters to both.
The bell is the bell. It doesn't matter. The bell of the ball.
The bell likes it both ways. What was I gonna say? Oh, right. Yeah, we just hit 1,500 and we're still under review for monetization. We haven't been approved yet, so that's why we don't have a super chat active. I know people ask a lot of the time, like, why the super chat isn't there. It's because we haven't been approved yet. So
I guess that takes a long time, right?
I guess so. Everybody says it takes a long time, but if you wanna, in the meantime, if you wanted to give us like a one-time donation or tip or something, we do have a donate button in the description.
And I appreciate everybody who does that every show. It is greatly appreciated, and it does help. We got a little kitty to improve some of our technical stuff in the studio to make this YouTube channel better.
It'd be nice if we got monetized soon. We could do some upgrades to the equipment in the studio, get some Christmas updates, and make this channel look a little more polished.
Yeah, in time we'll get there, but we do appreciate all the support that we've gotten so far. For the short period of time that we've been doing these things, I think we're doing quite well. I'm quite happy with the response, not only in the sales of the Black and White book, but in all your support and just showing up and hanging out with us while we're drawing and creating this book for you guys.
It's a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Also,
remember when we just had to talk to each other?
No.
That was so boring.
Oh.
oh, I thought it was boring for both of us.
I gotta go. I was leaving.
Apparently, I was just speaking for myself.
Thought you were my friend.
Yeah, I am.
I thought, I wanted to read what somebody said.
What I meant is you're captivating company, and every word you speak is gospel.
Now you guys want to hang out and listen to us talk about Kiss instead of us just talking about Kiss alone.
Oh my gosh, I want to bag on Scott. He talks over my intro every show. Gosh. I had this whole thing written out for the intro to Kiss Corner today.
We're trying to make it professional, you guys.
We are trying.
He's excited.
I know, I don't blame him. Scott is an awesome guy, but oh my gosh, Scott, come on, man. You're killing me here.
Yeah, we wrote it. Art thought of this intro. We like wrote it out and had it all ready. And then before we start, we're like, okay, we're gonna read the intro. Nobody say anything. Well, go ahead and watch the video.
You'll find out. The thing, it's so weird because when we're in Hangouts, we can't talk over each other because, like, if there's voice over voice, one cancels out or they either just get both jumbled. So it's not like, I think when we're recording like now, Taylor, you can hear each other. We can hear, and they kind of, the voices can go over each other because we have one microphone. But in the Hangouts, there's kind of one... What is it?
It kind of like...
It just all gets filtered through one...
Yeah, it's weird. Like, whenever somebody speaks in Hangouts, like, if as soon as you speak, it kind of gives you the floor where it'll boost, like, your volume up above everybody else's. So if a bunch of people interrupt each other, their voices kind of, like, go over each other's, and it keeps prioritizing whoever speaks last. And so that's why when somebody interrupts you, like, if you were in the middle of doing an intro and I was like, hey, then it would just knock out the intro volume.
Yeah, it's really hard because, especially when I go on EVS's show, I still haven't mastered it. I still talk over people. It's really hard to find the rhythm because it's not natural.
Yeah.
Because when people are in a room together or they're talking, they usually do overlap when they talk. So in Hangouts, you kind of have to say your piece, and then you kind of have to figure out the rhythm of the other person speaking. So you give them time to speak and then finish and then talk. So it's really, it's weirdly artificial.
And you're trying to figure out a natural pause. Like in our case, there's 4 of us, and like we're all in different areas. So you can't really figure out a natural pause because you're not looking at the person or anything. You kind of have to just listen to their voice and.
Yeah, it's more like the rhythm of the way they speak and like their natural way of stopping and starting. So it's a lot of kind of reading into the way people talk.
We'll get the hang of it. We're trying to become more disciplined. We have an intro now. The video before Art did the intro like perfect.
Yeah, because
Are we past the point of no return, says Sheldon. You mean of this piece?
I don't know.
We're working in layers, so there's always,
There's always return. There's your return.
One step at a time, says Nick W. Thanks, you guys, for being so patient.
94, 2018.
Ooh.
94, 2018. I think it's better. I think it got a little bit better. So then what we do is, because sometimes the original artwork behind it doesn't match, so you can see these little areas right here. So then we just kind of draw them in digitally. I'm going to do it very rough, just so you guys can get an idea. Wait a minute, I'm on the wrong tool. Bob-a-dee-bob, I got to get this tool. Now it's really big.
Oh, the wonders of Photoshop.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if you were, like, using a real pen, and then all of a sudden, like, you're like, oh wait, this pen is giant, and I didn't realize it. Like you're just holding a giant nib, and like, oh wait.
This is off-putting.
Why does this one look airbrushy? It's the same tool.
Yeah, so technically what I would do, or what I will do, is I'll get the straight line tool, and then I'll just come in and kind of redraw and straighten these things up.
There we go.
So that's kind of that, and so
that's his old hand, right? That's the negative.
No,
side?
this is in here. Yeah. That's where the old hand was. So one cool thing about layers too is I can draw through figure, and I can draw through some of these things, and then I can come back with the eraser tool and erase through it. So I'm going to do this real rough because we want to do this as a 2-part. We're not going to stop the feed, but we're going to try not to give you vertigo, and Taylor's going to follow me along.
I'll try
with
not
the
to
camera.
do the. I'll try not to do what you guys have labeled the Blair Witch camera either.
Yeah, and then what I'll do, I'm just going to draw this in real quick. So I have to draw in like little shapes here. So I'm just going to rough them in for you guys. Oops. Push this first, and then push that down. So this will give you kind of an idea of what we do, and then obviously this would come out. This little piece here would probably, or was that his shoulder? Let me see.
Never Cold says fan word bubble submissions, and for this one he says, "Where did I put my keys?"
Where are they? The keys to the bullet.
Ooh, is that the name of the car?
That's the name of the car. Yeah. Yeah, that was a shoulder. Ha ha. I was going to take it out, and I didn't.
Good job.
So, yeah, this will give you an idea of kind of a nutshell version of remastering. So, what I'm going to do once we go up to Hack Shack North is this figure from the 90s is going to be now the figure of the 2018s. So I already penciled this out roughly, so I'm going to go upstairs and ink it in at Hack Shack North. So should we just leave this here, I guess?
Yeah,
and
I don't know if
then,
we should save it or.
Yeah, we'll just leave it for now, and then we'll just detach the camera.
All right.
And we'll vamoose. Don't trip over that carpet.
I have an idea of how to artfully do this, you guys.
Are you gonna eat that last cookie?
No, eat it. Grab it.
I'll eat it live.
You guys want to see it?
You want to see the cookie?
Hold on.
Want to see a cookie?
Look
My
at
daughter made gluten-free cookies.
it.
Come. Come. Don't
As I almost trip on the road. Oh, people are liking the cookies.
Yeah.
Oh, they get to see the tree.
Yeah, check out the tree. There's the T-Bear family tree.
It's huge.
It is huge.
I'll eat the cookies, says Sheldon.
Yeah, there's our little snowman family.
Oh, it's got little feet.
Yes, the kid loves to decorate. Yes. We got a little wreath for the master.
Pretty.
The master bedroom. And this was a Christmas present.
Whoa, I
my
didn't see
wife.
this.
Did you see that?
No.
Yeah, we got it at Disney. Here, I'll let you get more in the center of it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I guess they do reproductions at the park.
Very
It
cool.
looks like it's actual cell from.
Yeah,
well, I
it
guess
does.
It's not a cell.
Well,
I
like
guess
a production.
Yeah, a reproduction. So that's live. That's real artwork. Yeah.
Was that for like the, I guess like the concept of the scene?
Yeah, and so that was Pamela's present because Up is one of her favorites. So my
One
daughter
of the
and I
best.
chipped in on that one. Yeah.
One
so,
more shot of it, you guys.
Merry Christmas, Pamela.
Cool art, says Sheldon.
Yes, this is my wall of
Seasonal.
animated cells. Oh, that is very seasonal.
Original Grinch cell right there, you guys.
Signed by Chuck Jones.
Pretty cool.
They used to have a Chuck Jones gallery in Laguna. Did you ever go there, Kevin?
Yeah, I did actually.
Yeah.
Look at this. This is one of my favorites. Pretty neat.
All right. So
Oh,
here's
let's
where
see.
it's going to get tricky. So now we're here, and are we going to blink out the camera?
I'm going to cover this for a second, you guys, and then we're going to try to
hook it
do
up
this.
so you guys don't get vertigo.
Okay, let's see how we do this.
All right, you guys, we're going to hook the camera up for you.
I move this
Hopefully
chair.
she doesn't push any odd buttons and stuff.
Okay, let me see if I can hook this up
All
here.
right. When you get in position, let me know. Are you there?
Yes, let me just flip this. I'm trying to make sure I don't flip the camera around.
I want to make sure I don't push any buttons wrong.
Here.
I think it should be good. You can let your finger off the button now.
Here, wait. I think we could use one more piece.
There's one right here.
Perfect.
I had one just in case.
Yeah, you guys like that poison ivy piece?
You like that? You like that?
Oh man, I put this tape funky.
Oh man.
Folded it over.
You need another one?
Yeah. Here, wait. No. Yeah. I jacked it
Where
up.
did I put it? I put it away. I can't. Have you guys ever get like where you put stuff away and then you can't find it?
Poison Okies. That's what Harley first called her when she met her in the animated series.
Okie dokie.
As a kid, I thought that was the funniest thing on earth. Because I remember telling my mom about it and getting mad that she didn't think it was funny.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh jeez. Ah jeez, I messed up the tape again. Ah jeez.
That print looks great. Okay, you guys are gonna probably see my arm for a second. There we go. I don't want to put this on
Well, I
too
wonder if they
much.
got your workstation there in the video.
If you guys saw the giant, very rare. I can't rip this tape.
Just fold it on itself. Yeah, that's
Let me
good.
see.
I think we're good.
One more little flip here.
Little flippy flap.
All right.
All right, we're good.
Is that good, you guys?
That's
Can you
fine.
see? Let me just flip this because I don't want to touch the filter and then. Okay.
Oh, will it jack
There we
it up?
go.
All right.
All right, you guys are in place.
So thank you for being patient with that, and I hope the little tour was good. Well, I can entertain the troops while you're doing that.
I'll be right back.
All right, you guys, I'm dancing right now. I'm entertaining the troops.
You can tell them about the print.
Dun 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 dun. You know what I should do? I should plug in this iPad before it goes dead. We're gonna get a little more shake, you guys. Gonna get a little shaky cam here while I'm plugging this in. There we go. All right. Okay. Her face looks great. Ew, arm. There's my arm. Is this any better? I don't have toe thumbs and I don't have dirty hands like Doug, so I have
Here, I brought-
perfect. I have
brought
perfect.
the cookie.
Ooh,
All right, you guys. I'm gonna.
here's the
leave that
gluten-free cookie.
here. It's gluten free.
That's what Amanda said. Amanda's got some problems. She actually spent
Aw.
a few hours in the ER today. And she's got a gallery show in Laguna. It was canceled because of the rain. That kid's having a hard day, man. She spends hours in the ER, and then my daughter's a fine artist, and she's going to Laguna Art and Design, and so she had a big gallery show in Laguna Beach today to show off her artwork, and so because of the rains, it was canceled. So not only did she spend hours in the emergency, but she also didn't get to do her show. So she's having a bad day. Yeah.
How's your father said? Did Art do that about that piece?
Oh yeah, this is my work.
You can check that out on the Art by T Bear site.
Yeah, you want to talk to him about the little bundle Christmas thing we got going, and I can no gluten. I'm hungry. You know what? While you're talking, I'm gonna eat that damn cookie.
Go ahead, it's right over here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, you guys, if you go ahead and go to artbytbear.com, or if you've been following the Black and White Indiegogo, you probably saw in the latest update that we are on artbytbear.com. Art's got some print bundles for sale, but they're not just print bundles. They're themed, and they come with a themed head sketch. So there's like, for instance, there's the redhead bundle, which is one of the ones this poison ivy print you see here comes with. And I believe in that print bundle, I think that's is that the Ivy head sketch or the Batgirl?
I think the redhead is Ivy.
Yeah, the redhead bundle comes with an Ivy head sketch. And then there's a Bat Family bundle.
She does have big eyes. Look at Joker's eyes. They're bulging out of his head.
But there's a couple print bundles on there. And if you pledged to the Black and White Indiegogo and you make a purchase of one of those bundles and you send us your backer number in the little description area of the order, you will get a free limited edition black and white print from back in the day.
Hold on. You're going too far. You're going too fast, man. I'm eating a cookie.
Check this out. Yeah, you'll get that one. So if you pledge and you have your backer number, if you want to buy one of those bundles, you'll get this for free. And that is from, I don't remember what year it's from, Art. Do you remember?
It says 2004. Yeah, I've been working on this on and off for a while now. So this is colored by the Color House Liquid. Arn and Chris, brilliant colorist. And so I used to share studio space with those guys. One, we worked with each other over at Extreme Studios. And then once Extreme Studios kind of fell apart, in La Palma, off La Palma in Yorba Linda, it was Jeff Masuda, it was Sam Liu, Chap Yape, Hawk, and then there was Chris and Aaron, and then there was me, Jaime Mendoza, Larry Stucker, Andy Owens, and there were a couple other people that all shared studio space there. So it was fun. It was good times.
Let me see. You guys want to know more about the bundles? I'm sold. Take my money now. Well, you can go to artbytbear.com. I'm going to add the link in the description right now. And you can pick one up. There's the Bat Family bundle, which comes with this Nightwing that you're seeing right now.
Actually, I think doesn't the Harley come with it?
Yes, the Harley, and then the Ivy comes with it as well.
Yeah, so these are part of the Batman family, and I believe the Batman family sketch has Harley, yeah, Harley in there. So yeah, these three, strangely enough, are all, yeah, these are all Batman families.
And there's a Batgirl print as well.
I might have that here. That's funny because I think I got all the Bat family stuff.
There she is.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, that's
so
the Bat family
these are the four. Like I think most of the bundles are 4 prints. So yeah, here's Batgirl.
Pope Fire says, "Go back to the Nightwing."
Yeah. You had me at Nightwing.
I like the Nightwing.
There you go. By popular demand.
That's kind of a rare one. Huh?
Okay, you guys. This design, I did this design for DC Comics in the day. So I was going to do this design for DC Comics in the day. So I was going to do a Nightwing miniseries that I was writing along with my wife, and I was going to pencil and ink it. So DC asked me to come up with a design, and so this was the design that went from the George Perez, and so this was the design that went from the George Perez Disco Elvis, which I called him. You know, he had the hood, the thank you very much hood.
Well, the
from the
collar's popped,
yeah, the
right?
collar from like the weird Vegas days kind of thing. And so if you look, Vegas days kind of thing. And so if you look, like the gloves and stuff still have that light blue holdover from Nightwing, the original George Perez design, and then some of the wing elements were similar. And then some of the wing elements were similar.
Sheldon says, is Nightwing a drummer?
He's got the sticks, yeah.
I always liked that he could split that.
Oh wait,
Discoing is the best suit.
yeah, I still like it. I got this. Let's see if I can twirl. Yeah, I still like it. I got this. Let's see if I can twirl it without hitting some.
Ooh.
I'm gonna hit the camera. I can't do it because there's no room. But yeah, I'm twirling the sticks.
One of these days we'll have to get a video of Art doing a live. One of these days we'll have to get a video of Art doing a live drum performance. But it's hard because the sound.
Yeah, the sound it distorts the camera. So what were the other ones? We used to have a Wonder Woman one, right? But we don't anymore. We used to have a Wonder Woman one, right? But we don't anymore.
Not at the moment. We might relist it as the super bundle.
Oh yeah, we might have a super bundle
coming up.
And either Power Girl or
Superman.
Or Superman is gonna be in that. Yeah.
Superman.
Or Superman is gonna be in that. Yeah.
But yeah, they come with a head sketch.
And then this was gonna be in the Wonder Woman super bundle, like a Justice League jam.
Let's see.
Boom, ba boom, boom.
Pope Fire says she just. Let's see.
Boom, ba boom, boom.
Pope Fire says she just bought the Nightwing. Says go ahead and sign that one to Pope Fire.
You got it.
Never Cold. Let's see. Yeah, you guys, they're all available solo, but the print bundles you kind of get a deal. And like I keep pushing that head sketch. But the print bundles you kind of get a deal. And like I keep pushing that head sketch.
These are this is the X-Men one, right?
Yeah, the X-Men bundle is the biggest bundle, and it is 6 prints and a head sketch. And this Emma Frost is one of them.
Frosty.
She's always been a popular one. I don't know why.
Frosty.
She's always been a popular one. I don't know why.
Stay frosty, guys. Stay frosty. Why no Wonder Woman bundle? We had one. We had a problem with shipping, so we pulled it down, and we just haven't put it back up. Yeah. So if you want that in the chat, or when you go to the Art by T Bear in the chat, or when you go to the Art by T Bear, just give me a message, and we might be able to work it out on the side.
Unfortunately, we'd have to work it out off the site because Wix is extremely limited. And I don't know if any of you guys have experiences with building websites. If you guys know of like a really good website builder besides Wix, I know Wix is like everywhere and rated #1. Let us know. You can let me know specifically because I mean, just tell us about it because Wix is kind of
Well, what Wix, our site is limited that we can't put shipping with the product. So we can't go, here's bundle 3 and here's the shipping. So we can't go, here's bundle 3 and here's the shipping for bundle 3. We have to go with an overall price. Yeah. So we can't individualize the shipping for each product. We have to just go with these general prices. So the shipping prices don't fit every product on. So the shipping prices don't fit every product on the site. So we realized that with the Wonder Woman bundle, so we had to pull it down. So if you sign up to get an idea what the Wonder Woman bundle is, and it might, like Tater said, we might add a print to it.
Apparently our stream is...
like Tater said, we might add a print to it.
Apparently our stream is lagging right now a little bit.
Oh, is it? What's the visual on the screen?
The visual looks fine to me, but people are saying that there's a repeating glitch.
I don't know.
Glitch.
I don't know. I don't like this iPad at all.
Yeah, keep us posted. Is it let's see. YouTube servers have been messing up all week. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and Popefire, if you just go through the site, I think you can buy the Night. And Popefire, if you just go through the site, I think you can buy the Nightwing right from the site, right?
Yeah, it's listed. It's listed. It's one of the last prints, I think, because it was one of the first prints we put on the site.
It's perfectly repeating in like every 10-second intervals.
Oh, I just saw.
Perfectly repeating in like every 10-second intervals.
Oh, I just saw it. Yeah. Yeah.
Weird. I blame YouTube. I hope it's YouTube. I hope it's not my stuff.
I mean, should we stop the stream and...
I don't know. How annoying is it, guys?
Let's see.
If it's really annoying, just let us know and guys.
Let's see.
If it's really annoying, just let us know and we'll just reboot.
I keep refreshing. Let's see.
I like the guy from Goodfellas that repeats everything twice.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, Art's like.
I guess we can stop it and Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, Art's like.
I guess we can stop it and restart if this is gonna, maybe it'll fix the problem.
Are people having a problem with it? I blame, what is it?
Let's see.
War campaign. Ooh.
Let's see. It's perfectly repeating like 10 seconds to get the let's see. It's perfectly repeating like 10 seconds to get the papers.
Okay, well, Popefire, if you want to go through PayPal, just message me and we'll work it out. And just for visual, this is the print that you get absolutely free. This is the print that you get absolutely free for everybody who backed Black and White. So you have to get this print, you have to give your number, your backer number in the message, or what is it? Number in the message, or what is it called?
I think we're frozen. In the description.
In the description.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Okay, we're gonna cut
What
this.
the heck? Do I just hit this X?
Yeah.
Do I just hit this X?
Yeah.
Cancel.